Moving on, Majority Leader Oseche Mensah defended the Speaker's threat of sanctions against journalists Wednesday, insisting it doesn't amount to an infringement on the media's rights. Professor Michael Quay had warned journalists who report from outside the chamber whilst proceedings are ongoing will have their accreditation withdrawn. For the Majority Leader, this was friendly advice. He however insists Parliament, like any institution, has rules that need to be obeyed.
And I thought that really was a father-son, father-daughter, more or less advice. Because let's face it, there's no democracy that does not have rules. In your own respective houses, the houses that engage you will have their own policies. Is that not the case? And you are engaged because of the policy of a particular media house. If you go out and maybe the manager or whoever of that studio or of that media house calls you that, well, you are engaged for one or two things and they believe what you are doing now is not consistent with the terms and conditions of your engagement. And maybe you are discussing that and he tells you that you must conform to the rules. Would that be considered as an infringement on your rights? I'm not too sure about that. You are here because you variously applied to be here, and you applied ultimately to the Speaker. The Speaker who grants you permission to be here. There certainly are some rules that must be conformed to. So if the Speaker believes that something untoward is happening and calls your attention to it, I don't honestly want to believe that that can be construed to mean the Speaker attempting to gag media houses.
At a media briefing to assure journalists they will be allowed to work freely in the House without restriction, Minority Leader Haruna Idrisu said the Speaker's comment should not be misconstrued.
Be party to any such decision or any such initiative that will undermine the frontiers of press freedom as an institution and as leaders of the House. We all share with you that the values of transparency and accountability are better enhanced and better deepened by a free press. Probably if we had had an in-house discussion at our level, this is a matter which I believe was just one which should be referred to the Director of Public Affairs and the Dean, so that as we are resolving it, we could resolve it. But to be fair to the Speaker, I took part in the earlier part of some dialogue with a visiting guest from the United Kingdom. I didn't take part in the second leg of the discussion at conclave. But this is a matter that I believe that all we needed to do was to call the Public Affairs Department and the Dean and your good self to be those who should regulate your conduct within the standing orders of Parliament. And I heard my friend Gapo reporting on Joy FM, I don't want to personalize it, trying to say that a leader agreed. I said that the media must serve Parliament dutifully. So go and look for the meaning of dutifully.
Speaker Professor Michael Quay on his part says he has no intention of stifling media freedom, but maintains the media should accept correction. He then repeated his call on the press corps to desist from covering incidents outside the chamber when the House is sitting.
Some statements that have been made about my directions yesterday, I want to reiterate that I spoke to both sides of the House, and I did say so categorically. I reminded that the media are most welcome as guests of this honorable House. And we do everything to assist them in the performance of this duty. And we will continue to do so. that while the plenary business of this honorable house, however, is ongoing, our distinguished media people should not go outside the chamber to cover other activities whilst Parliament, the sovereign body of the people, is actually ongoing.
NDC MP for Tamale North, Alhassan Suini, says the Speaker's comments is muddying the issue further and that there is the need for better communication on the concerns.
I expected the Speaker, given the uproar that his directive generated yesterday, to perhaps be more sober and reflective, even if he had to respond to it today. But unfortunately, I think that the manner in which he communicated what was intended to be a clarification has, for me, made things worse. I agree to some extent with the intention of both the Speaker and leadership of the House to draw the media or the media's attention to, concentrate on, the core mandate of being parliamentary reporters. But to suggest that that should be done at the expense of what the media house finds newsworthy around the presence of Parliament is unacceptable. So I think that the Speaker may have good intentions, the leadership of Parliament may have good intentions, but the way they are going about communicating it is problematic. And I think that as a House, it must be admitted that perhaps we do not understand the workings of the media and the freedom and independence that it is supposed to enjoy in the course of its practice.